Hello, swing trading evening daily routine. We are going to keep our transaction of November 26, 2024, and we will analyze the chart for November 27, 2024 for today. I don't know if the stock market is open today or not. It's the eve of Thanksgiving, so I don't know. We'll see. I can't really keep up with holidays. So during this process, though, it's good to download the transactions from your brokerage account. When you go to your account history, you'll download your transaction as a CSV, and it's good to save it. And usually after a certain number of years, your brokerage firm will delete prior year information. So like for now, I wanted to tell you about how we start trading, investing, but unless I go in my folders to find those humble early beginning, is not much I can remember, and I cannot pull those things from our brokerage firm. We use Charles Schwab, and I believe they only keep 3 years of data there these days. So having your own things in the short term may not be a necessary things, but for you to look back to see how you started it, how you improve over the years, things you invest in, things you trade, those records might come handy if you have them on hand. So it's good to just pull your transactions, and those transactions, when you pull it out as a CSV, you can actually add it to your investment account so that you can pull a report out of it. But this in your spreadsheet, but our spreadsheet, we do manual entry though, but you can pull those report in the spreadsheet and pull data from it as well. It will make your record keeping faster if you are doing it that way. And third, after we do our record keeping of what we sold, what we bought, we'll do the chart analysis for the next day, if whether it is today or the next time the market open, we will have that chart analysis done for it. As a reminder, let's go through our trading strategy that we use for simplicity, or I find it swing trading simple when you are trading upward stocks, large cap upward stocks. So we have upward stocks of large cap companies that went public before 2008 or 15 years ago or more, to the exception of few that you might want it to include manually, like tech companies, Google, companies like Visa, MasterCard, or things like that. If there are some companies that went public after that year and you like them, it's okay to add them. I just stay away from young companies because I want something that is stable, profit that is stable. I'm not looking for get rich quick anything, so I'm going with large cap. And 2008, to make sure they went through multiple recessions and survive it, and that's why I said that year. And between 2008 and 2014 is around 15 years ago. But again, the choice is yours. You can go with a small cap stocks and make more profit that way. They might just be more riskier, or you can go with younger companies and they might just be riskier but give you more profit. Just know that the higher the risk, the higher the reward. The bottom line is, how much risk are you willing to take? So stock watch list is when you have about 60 to 70 good stocks in your watch list. That list can just be a fixed list that you can trade from. You don't even have to keep spending your time finding stocks to trade every day or every week. because you have your list set and done with. That's one less thing to worry about. The time frame for swing trading, we trade on 1 year daily chart. Every single bar on the chart is 1 day activities of the stock price. But we use 1 year daily chart so that the time frame from to on our screen is a reflection of 1 year, to give us a wide view, a bird view of, you know, how the stocks behave during the year. It makes it easy to see if the stocks is in a downtrend than when you are looking at just a short time frame daily chart, like 3-month daily chart, for instance. Is great, allow you not to zoom in and out, but frankly it doesn't give you a good picture of the stock. And that 1 year daily chart is just for stocks that you are already used to trading. For stocks that you have not traded yet, I will suggest you start with maximum daily chart. And I do not use maximum daily chart often anymore because I've been trading the same stocks over and over and over. But maximum daily chart, you can start swinging, trading on it. You just have to zoom more. But after you trade a stock multiple times, you can switch to 1 year daily chart. Before any stocks actually landed on your stock watch list, you'll need maximum monthly chart to see the overall of the stock, the overall, as far as it can allow you to see in the past, to see the trend of that stocks, to see if that's worth trading. For us looking for upward large stock, the chart maximum monthly will tell us if that stocks is an upward, and this is an upward, where the price is the highlighted area is higher than any other peak in the past. That is upward stock. If I put MO, for instance, this is now upward stocks. Yes, it has upward trend over time, but this is now upward. I will say is growth and dip. That is just my way of calling it. You can see the price where it is, but we have a peak that is higher than that price. Therefore, I will not call this an upward stock. I will call it growth and dip, because of a certain big growth. When it fall back down, it create a big dip in as well compared to there. So the valley is way down compared to the peak. So therefore, you'll have, you'll have that. If we take another example, Johnson & Johnson, this is I will say a growth and dip as well, because again the price is here and I have things above it, but in overall is I shouldn't have said done that. In overall, it is a growth. Is a growth stock. It's an upward stock. In overall, is an upward stock. But I will more call it a growth and dip because of the zigzag along the way. When the zigzag is pronounced, I like to call it I like to call it growth and dip. Another one will be Ford. This is now upward stock. You can see where the price is, but we have multiple mountains behind it above that price level. And we can try Visa, and you can see Visa, I'll call this an upward stock. So using maximum monthly chart allow you to see the overall of that stocks and make your decision if you want to add it to your stock list or not. From that point, you'll switch to maximum daily chart and start trading that stocks. And from there, you'll go to 1 year daily chart. After you traded that stocks multiple times or few times and know the feel of it, you can just use 1 year and focus on 1 year time frame and see what is going on there. That way, analyzing the chart, you are not going to keep zooming every time you click on, you add a new stocks there. You are not going to keep zooming, saving few seconds between every stock that you analyze. Buy, we buy at the first green day bar after a pullback. So after a pullback, the first green is where we will buy. It's not 100% since we bought it at the first green and then it pulled back. It took us a while before we sold it. We bought it at the first green and it pulled back 3 days later and we sold it. We bought it at the first green after a pullback. The first green means the market closed at the end of the day. The price at the closing of the market was higher than the price at the opening of the market in the morning. That means the price went up that day. Every bar is 1 day. The pullback is the price at the closing of the day was lower than the price at the opening of the market in the morning. So the price went down that day. Yes, you will have fluctuation during that day, but in overall, that's what happened. The price at the closing compared to the price at the opening. So I use the red as a pullback. The price went down. When it start going up, that first day bar, I like to buy around that. If I miss it, I just don't buy. I wait until it pullbacks again. Or you can buy it at the early in the morning before the market open. Sometimes I do that, but I just prefer not to. If I miss that first day, I just wait until the next pullback. Our swing trading strategy continues. You sell after 3 days green bar, consecutive 3 days green bar, you sell it, or when your minimum profit is reached. And the amount per trade is $2,000 per trade, or 5% of your account value. If you are using a small account, I will suggest you spend about $300 per trade and you set a minimum profit of $5 per trade as well, so that you can sell it, lock in that small profit and repeat the process. As long as just set the small profit to be higher than the fee you are paying the brokerage firm when you sell your stock. And again, this swing strategy, we do not sell shorts. We do not short sell. I don't even know the terminology of it because I don't use that strategy. We buy low, we sell high. We like to buy on one side of the swing, the side that is going up. Buy at the bottom of it, sell when it's going up. So we buy at the first green bar and we like to sell it as it's going up. And it can shift at any point. So after 3 days, 3 consecutive 3 days, or $25 minimum profit, we sell it. But it may not, it is the rule. But the stock market, every stock has its own mind. So your rule may not apply every time. It's not a set rule. So you have to keep reminding yourself the rule you set for yourself, and then see how you can make it flexible to fit every stock you are trading. But start with a rule in mind. If you are more of somebody that likes structure, and that's who I am, I'm gold color type person, as second color personality. Therefore, I like to have some rules that I can use as a pillar to actually navigate and find my bearing. So those are our strategy that we use. Now let's go work on the first step of the process, which is already done. We have our transactions pull out of the account and save. Let's move to the second step, which will be to record that on our swing trading worksheet. And yesterday, the 26th of November, we bought Walmart. So let's go to Walmart. That will be in the W. Have you started swing trading already? And what strategy do you use? For how long have you been trading? Will you please share your experience in the comments section of the video? Thank you. So we'll copy the last one. And we will insert copy cell so that we can keep the formatting of our formulas intact for the new row. And it's November 26, 24. We bought the same number of shares. The price went up. I found trading large cap easy for a new swing trader. We are going to record our commitment and clear the sold session, and it allows you to keep practicing your swing trading strategy if that works for large cap growth stocks. But I just found it to be, because of their stability, they don't fluctuate too much. I found them to be easier for a new beginner swing trader to start with. I started swing trading in 2024. We have MSI that we purchased, so we'll go there. Therefore, large cap are the one that I focus on. I might venture into mid caps stocks later, but for 2024, I focused on large cap. And yes, the profit is less because they do not fluctuate much. Within 3 days, the profit won't be much, won't be high most of the time, especially if you are buying small number of shares. But it keeps the risk of losing money low. And that is the things. When you are starting, making profit allow you to actually lock in that profit and repeat the process again so that you can practice your strategy over and over and over and improve upon it. So trading a stock that does not go down too much allows you to, to be able to lock in the profit surely after you bought it, so that you have the money again to trade it again. And there is different way to swing trade. I just pick a conservative approach or strategy to work with as a new swing trader, and somebody that is usually more of an investor than a trader, and somebody that is more conservative as well when it comes to risk. That's why it's good for you to find a strategy that is best suited for your strategy, for your personality, your risk tolerance, and your financial goals. So we put that amount. We are going to track the amount we spend there so that we can put a report based on that. And the next one, we want to clean up the sold session so that report will pull in profit from here. It's not skewed because we bought something but we have not sold it yet. And that's something I noticed, that if you pull transaction history from your brokerage account and put it in your spreadsheet, and you are pulling a report from it, there are some reports you won't be able to pull from there unless you are doing this manual entry. At least this manual entry, I can pull some report that I cannot pull if I on another spreadsheet of mine where I pull those transaction history and pull report from. And this is an example. Here I can remove the profit until I sell that stock, and now when I'm doing the manual entry of it, I can pull the profit formula back there. Otherwise, it's going to calculate a negative profit for that stock that I have not sold yet and I just bought it. So the next one is FDS. We'll go back to FDS. And this swing trading routine is something I'm thinking about doing a daily video of. And if that's something you are interested, or more of our swing trading videos, you can find them in the playlist in the description. A playlist titled Swing Trading. It will be at the end of the video as well on the screen. We have a broad topics content on our YouTube channel, but I try to classify them on the playlist for easy access, because again, our channel is about different ways to make money and different ways to save money to reach your financial independence. That's what we are doing, and we are not just doing one thing to reach our financial independence. We are doing multiple things, therefore sharing the knowledge from what we are doing, what we can all learn from. I talk about different topic categories as well. I have knowledge on those and I share them, so I don't niche down to one topic. I just use playlists to sort them out for easy access. So we have FGS, and our topic will clear that this area. Our topic categories include finance. Under finance, we have stock investment, swing trading, but this year we are focused on swing trading. We have budgeting as well, but again, we are focused on swing trading this year. We have cooking, how to cook from scratch to keep your expenses low. And again, if you are a business owner, you know, you have to have a meal plan that is simplified enough, especially if you have a job and then you have business and you are taking care of a household. You have to simplify processes in a certain way, so, and to keep expenses low, to be able to have money to invest and not to live paycheck to paycheck. We are frugal when it comes to our personal finances. Therefore, tips from how we got out of debt is something, you know, I share in the past. So we have those videos. I'm not sharing those these days anymore, but I could come back to it. So now we bought cost, so we'll add Costco here as well. And we have gardening, and we do not grow food just for the fun of growing food, because I really have very little time for those things. but I grow food so that we can eat healthy. Since we are keeping our expenses low, our grocery expense, our grocery bill, our grocery budget is $300 a month for some years now, and I'm thinking about increasing it in 2025 to maybe $500 a month. And that's something I might create a video about as well. But the reason is so that I have a fixed grocery list. That way I won't have to keep creating a grocery list every time, so that I can free a little bit of that time to focus on our business. Therefore, I discussed that with my husband. He's the one that does our shopping. While I was talking though, hold on, let's go check FDS again to see if I put that right, that the date correctly. So that, you know, I have a fixed grocery list that when it's time to do the groceries, he just take that list to do the groceries. I don't, yeah, I have it right. Operating with a low grocery budget, you restock when things are on sale for things that goes on sale, and for things that do not go on sale, we buy them full price. We cook from scratch. So a lot of our things they do not go on sale. But just having a grocery list and not have to navigate around sales, we will increase the price, the budget. And when I have a long list of those, I ask my children to list them as I'm telling them what we will list. We have a long grocery list of everything based on what we cook, what we use a week, times how many times we need those things for the month, and so to calculate the budget for the month. And my husband went to the store and record those prices, and my children use that unit price to calculate the price for the month. Again, we have a list of ingredients that we cook with based on how many of those we use a week, times 4 to find the month. Because we do a monthly grocery, we have monthly grocery budget. So we are doing a grocery budget for the month, and that's how we did it. And my husband, you know, record those prices, and then my kids use them times the number that they have next to those ingredient items, staples. And then later I took the total them, and later I record them on my spreadsheet so that I have it on the spreadsheet and I can manipulate it there. Everything total to $800, and I didn't want to increase our grocery budget from $300 that we have it for years to $800 all of a sudden. Is a big jump. So I found $500 to be the right budget to go to. So therefore I adjust the quantity on the spreadsheet in a way to stay within that 500 by shifting things around and have two budget, one for odd and one for even month. That way there are things that we might buy this month and not buy next month, but buy something else next month. That way I have two grocery lists that my husband can work with. And I just thought maybe we can just continue the remaining of the year. This one is KC Nest that we bought. Let's go to that. And in 2025 we can switch to 500 and see from there. And the goal is again just to be able to have a fixed grocery list that at the end of the month, after we do our budget and take the cash out, because we shop with cash for groceries, he can just take that list and do the shopping, and we have all the ingredients in our freezer and shelf, and we just cook from there. So that's why we have finance, we have those categories in our finance topic to share tips there as well. How to keep your expenses low, to be able to free money to invest. So ways to save money and ways to make money. to reach your financial independence. So for Casey, we bought it, the price went down a little bit. Again, in the price went up. In the list of our content categories, so gardening is great to eat organic, but we do not buy organic unless it's on sale. Therefore, and the way to ensure that it's really organic and fresh is to grow it yourself. Therefore, we have a garden so that we can grow some of our vegetables and fruit trees, since we eat a lot of fruit, especially my children. So we want to have fruit trees, and I went with perennial gardening so that it does not require babysitting, because I do not babysit. Those things, I just like to admire them and watch them grow with minimal intervention from me. So now we sold 2 things yesterday, so let's record them. So MA is the first one. Therefore, I went with a gardening style that even among the wild plants growing there, our food still grow. And if I don't have time to be in the garden regularly, I can still go and find something there to add to what we have on our shelf, on shelf or in the freezer, and cook with. Again, knowing that we can harvest from our garden and cook meal with is satisfying. We can harvest greens to make salad and just have sourdough bread to go with it and cook some meat to go with it. We have fruit, add the fruit to the greens to boost it up. So, and we share those tips in our garden as well. How to keep your expenses low while growing some of your own food. And going with perennials, you do not buy those things every year. You plant them once and tend them until they establish, and then they just go from there. And they actually do well among wild plants. So now this one we bought it before. So we bought it on the 15th and we sold it about 11 days later. We'll take this commitment out of there. So we'll put November 26, 2024, and we sold 5 shares at $5.30. And the fee is 7 cents. We made $46 profit there, or 1.77%. The next one is WM. So we'll go to WM. And in our content category, we have business management. So business management includes tax return. If you want to file your own taxes to keep your business expenses low, we have information on that. Since taxes is something I have, is a previous work experience of mine, and then I keep learning it so that I can keep that experience sharp. And I have Liberman Consulting that I originally created to prepare tasks for people, for clients, but over time I just prefer to tell people how they can do it themselves. But to keep that knowledge strong, I keep reading about tax publications and create content about it and file our own taxes as well. So we have those tax content. And we have business management, how to do your own bookkeeping to keep your business expenses low and know what record you need to have on hand for filing your business tax returns. And now we have content creation as well, as we are focusing more on YouTube content, so that we can share what we are learning along the way with you as well. So our channel is all about things we are learning, we are working on, and we are learning from what our experience, sharing those, having that, sharing that knowledge online for other people that might be looking for that information to be able to see. So we have a broad topic when it comes to our YouTube channel and our blog. So WM, we bought it on the 12th and we sold it on the 26th. And that's how we are sharing our swing trading knowledge with you as well, because that's one way to make money. So for any one of those topic, if any one of those topic interests you, will you please check on our channel for those playlists, So the profit for this one is $25.69 or 1.14%. So we have that as well. And in our content categories, we have self-development or self-improvement or personal development, because I have these past few months I experienced overwhelm, not with our business but with my job, and a lot of anxiety, and that gave me inspiration to create content around that. And I have few content, some published, some now, related to work life, work, family, and business balance. And so we have that content as well. So things we are learning ourselves, we try to create content to share that knowledge as well. So now that we are done with this step 2, the step 3 will be to analyze the chart. So what we are going to do, we are going to save our work. And yesterday we only sold 2, but the previous day when we analyzed the chart together, we saw quite a bit of stocks. And out of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 were the one we purchased, and we sold 2. So I'm going to put a record here. But I don't know if you recall, a few days ago there was a stock that we sold and I didn't have the history of it. So I went and I pulled the history, and we'll need to update that. It's BNS. So BNS, we bought it right at the beginning of 2023. So we'll go back to B, and it didn't reinvest dividend. It paid the dividend, so we didn't have any dividend really reinvested that we need to add to the trading side of our stocks, just what we pay for it. The dividend paid was cash in the checking account of the brokerage firm, brokerage account. So it was not reinvested. And by entering how much we bought it will allow us to actually know the profit. So BNS, we bought it on 131. So 131.23. And 10 shares, 52.99. Let's take that commitment out of there, and we sold it for on the 25. Those 10 shares for 52.62, 2 cents penny. Now we can put the formula back there. We can just drag this one there. So the profit was $36.28. or 6% return. So yeah, it's just taking the profit divided by the cost. So let's save that. We will record this one as well. We will stamp this one. And now we will go to those to see what we place order to buy or to sell if all of them went through. So we will bring our stocks list here, the watch list. The first one is Walmart. So we do have Walmart. We sold this one, is sold for us. So those two can just do it one by one. I can just turn them black as well, but let's continue here. So NVDA, we highlight it, we make it red to buy, but it was now proof, it pulled down, so we didn't buy. So this one, the sell went through, good. This one, it pulled back yesterday, so we didn't buy. So we sold this one. Let's see, it sold for us. Yes, I try to turn blue the one we placed the order to sell. So this one we placed the order to buy. Yes, it bought it for us. We placed the order to buy KC and cost. Yes, it bought them for us. COR, we placed the order to buy COR. It didn't go through. Do you see? So if I don't compare it, I may not know it, and I will think I have it in my portfolio when I do not. Because it didn't go through, I need to take this yellow out of here so that it can be added back to the pool of stocks. We will analyze the chart and trade when it is ready to trade. So it didn't buy for us. We'll take that red out of there. And that is pretty much it. We found everything. So now I will turn. We came across like 3 that we didn't purchase from the list. At least two of them, NVDA and MCK, that pull back. Therefore, we didn't buy them. So now we turn everything black. For font wise, we are going to analyze the chart. We will start with AJG. So we are just going to analyze the chart of the stocks that we didn't highlight. The one we highlighted are the one we already purchased, but for some reason they are negative in the account, and the profit is not high enough for us to sell them. So we are just going to analyze the chart of the stocks that are available to trade. So that's why having a list of 60 to 70 gives you a bank of stocks that you can, you will be able to find something to trade every day. So 1 year daily chart. First, let's check COR. So COR, I placed an order to buy, it didn't go through. So this arrow here, I'm going to take it out of there. Okay. Remove arrow. So the arrow got duplicated. Let's just take it out of there so that it doesn't look like I bought it when I didn't buy it. Because by looking at the chart, I use those arrows as a reference as well. This one tells me that I bought it. This one tells me that I sold it. So NVDA, in fact, those are back in the pool. We'll get to it. So let's start with the first one, AJG. So AJG continue to grow. So it has not pulled back. We are not going to do anything. You can see it has multiple days of green. They are good. Okay, so the next one is CAT. You can see how long it took us to do our record keeping. Now we are going to do the stock analysis, and the screen has the hour, since we are working real time without speeding the video. So CAT is still going up. It has not pulled back yet. It's nothing we are going to do there. The next one is CL. So CL is in a downturn. We are going to leave it alone. COR, we missed that. Something I like to do though, do you see this one? This morning I could place the order early in the morning, so that if it goes through, I don't know if the market will be open today, but if the market will open, for that to buy for us. I don't do that often anymore, but I might do that. So let me put a note here for myself, COR. And the reason why I don't like to do it is I missed yesterday. If I bought it yesterday, today it goes up and past that $25 minimum profit, I will just sell it for the profit. Does that make sense? That's why if I miss the first day, I don't buy it. And another reason is it has 2 days consecutive green. So that means after this, after today, it could start to pull back again. There is a chance of it. So, but I don't know, I might do the COR. I can just take a note of it. But let's continue. DECK pullback. So if it start going up today, we'll buy. So we are going to make it red. Google is down in downturn. We leave it alone. HD is going up. We leave it alone for now. See, and wait for the pullback. LEN is in a downturn. We leave it alone. The downturn is small though. It can bounce back from it easily. So MA is going up. We'll wait for the pullback. The next one is MAR. MAR, we have a pullback yesterday. So if it start going up today, we will buy. So we will make it red. That is our swing trading strategy. MCK. That's why it's good to do this analysis before the market open. You are looking for a pullback from the previous day. So MCK. Yesterday I didn't buy MCK. MCK has a green, but I didn't buy, and the reason is this downturn here. I know that it went up to fall back on a long-term trend line here, but I want to see it past that trend line, pull back and start going up before I get back in. For that reason, yesterday I didn't buy at that first green, because I don't know if from that first green it will go down or not, because we can see we have a peak here, we have a peak here. It seems not to go really past this area. I want to see it really break that gap before, break out of that struggle before we can get back in it again, so that we do not find ourselves in this downturn repeats. MRK is in a downturn, we leave it alone. NVDA is in a downturn here. No, not in a downturn, but really keep going low, but is on this on the trend line, so we can mark it red. If it start going up, we'll get in. So we will mark it red. Rope, ROP is doing some zigzag that are a little bit too busy for my eyes to grasp any concept there. We are going to leave it alone. RPM is smoother, but it's going up. Let's leave it alone and see. You know, I do not, those bar, each one of them has a name. I don't trade using those, predicting what will happen based on those bar anymore. But the easiest way to do those predictions is just to look at the bar. When you see a bar that is kind of symbolical, there are some that are very, I mean, in those price bar name, what will happen next can be, I don't know, there are few that are kind of good to know about, and I think this one is one of them, I think. And the reverse of it, where the stick is up, that thin line is bottom. So the easiest way to know the reaction that can come after is just to go look for that same bar on the chart history and see what happened next. So this one, I'm seeing it here, but I'm seeing it in a red color. What happened next? So I'm going to come and look for it. You know, it just tells you. So we have a similar one here, but the stick is facing up. Then what happened next? So usually when you have the stick, a long stick up, it's telling you that the price is going down. There is a lot of demand. No, there is a lot of offer and less demand. When there is a lot of people selling something, but few people are buying, that will drive the price down. That's just my way of explaining it. Having a long stick on top just tells you that the price is going down. So there is a chance the price will go down. Even though it's still growing, the price is go down. But again, I just don't trade or analyze chart thinking about those things really. But again, those are different ways you can improve on your swing trading. Once you start swing trading, and keep improving a little at a time to keep maximizing your profits. Not doing anything risky, but just keep improving the strategy you are trading. So we found this here, but you see it went up. So it's not a guarantee that what happened is going to be what will always happen. It can be, it can go either way. Therefore, again, I don't use them to trade or to do prediction. So when it pulls back, we get in. When it start going up, for now we leave it alone. RSG, because I don't really want to memorize those price, the name of those price bar, and what the behavior of people trading on the stock market, as that is reflected inside that bar. I just try to compare that bar to the same bar in the past on the chart that I'm trading. So this one pull back, you see, is in a, when I do it like that, it's kind of hard for us to see the overall of it. So you see, it's in an uptrend here. The low here is higher than this low, Of course, we have a consolidation here, but then this low is higher than this low, which is higher than this low. Just by putting my mouse there, I can see my line that the mouse is drawing, tells me that this is lower. You see, just by looking at the horizontal line that my mouse is creating, I can see those things. Therefore, I don't really try to trace my trend line to save a little bit of time. I just use my mouse on it to see where I am compared to the previous peak. This one is higher, this one is higher, so it's going up. We have a pullback there from yesterday. We will make a red on our list. If it goes up today, the first green bar, we buy. TJS, TJX is going up. We need to wait for that to pull back before we get in, so we leave it alone. T-Mobile is going up. We let it pull back before we go in. TRI is in a downturn. Why I'm saying a downturn, do you see my mouse here? Just pay attention to the horizontal bar. This is the price on the Y, and the dates are on the X, the axis. So look at the the horizontal line that my mouse is creating. When I'm moving my mouse, you can see horizontal line, which is telling me the dates at the bottom 10 to where I am right now, and the horizontal line is telling me the price 163.31 at the right. So if I put it here, this horizontal line is higher than this peak here. Therefore, we have a downturn here. You can see this peak here is higher than this one, and those two are kind of close to this. A consolidation here, and then we have a peak here that is lower, a peak here that is lower. So we have a downturn here. We let it be. That's how I see my downturn. URI. When you are trading with a short-term, let's go back to TR. When you are trading with a short-term, you won't see the downturn easily. This is 1 year. We can see 1 year things going on. If I go to 3 months, it's kind of hard to actually see what is going on. Yes, you can see the downturn here though, but again, it's not that obvious. If I go to 1 month, okay, I took those months off of it, but under customized list we cannot do it. But I took our time frame, we cannot add it to it, but I'm not going to do that. I took it out of it so that I can keep my list short. But yeah, let's go. That is 1 day. So 1 day does not tell you that you're in a downturn necessarily, because that's just 1 day activities. You can see within 1 day, you can even make profit within 1 day in it. Even though you're in a downturn, it's just inside 1 bar, because the 1 year daily chart that we are on, every single price bar is 1 day. So within 1 day, you have this fluctuation in it. And people that day trade, they will trade within that 1 day. So you can still make money. Let's go back here. Within those, so you can see the price, the highest it reached that yesterday, the lowest it went yesterday. So day trader could make money even though the stock is in a downturn. They could still make money within that single day. I will assume I don't day trade. I'm just by looking at that 1 day. Was it 1 day? 1 day, 1 minute. But I think people use 5 minutes. You can even have 30 minutes and things like that, 1 hour. But anyway, but let's not get sidetracked here. I'm sure we did that multiple times already. Well, let's go to 1 year daily chart. And that's what we are on. We are just too close to the screen, but I think we are URI next. URI. Okay, URI is going up, so we are going to let it be until it pullbacks before we get in. And again, if you are day trading, you can even trade within that, inside that one bar, and make profit because of when it open, which is here, the lowest it got during the day, the highest, and when it closed, I mean, there is gap there to do something. But again, that's why I like to say day traders might make more money than investor. But again, there is a risk involved. They will lose money as well. Maybe the balance between losing and making money might be on the making money side, making the overall profitable. I don't day trade, I swing trade. So I use I use daily chart for my trade, and the time frame I use 1 year, which can fit within on my screen without me zooming in and out, and I can see what is going on this year with the stock. So VRTX is in a weird downturn there. It has, do you see this peak? It needs to overcome that. Do you see this peak? It needs to overcome it. Do you see this peak? I'm saying it needs to overcome it because I'm talking about this price here in relation to this price. That price is lower than those peaks. That's just too many peaks for this to come out of. So we leave it alone for the time being. It's not in a sharp downturn necessarily, but it has multiple mountains to overcome. So for those, I just leave it alone for a while. WM is just my way of improving my trading skills. Yes, you can trade within there when you pull back, but again, I don't know if the next pullback is going to be lower, and little by little we might just going through that slick slope. WM is going up, so we leave it alone. That's why I say for beginner swing trader, large cap upward trend stocks is easy to start with, and upward trending strategy that we use works well for upward large cap stocks, work for upward stocks, but we are trading large cap, and because we are trading on an uptrend line, so that's what the strategy is about. So WSO, wow, WSO pull back. So if we start going up today, we get in. Let's mark it red. So you can see it's in an uptrend line. Yes, it has zigzag going on it, but it's in an uptrend line, and you can see this low. In fact, that low is using the previous mountain as a support, like previous resistance as a support. This as a support, and went up from there, pull back a little bit. If you start going up from there, then this low become higher than this low, so it's still on the uptrend. It still is on an uptrend here, so if you start going up today, we buy. And if we want to trade our trend line there, we can still trace it. And that is the trend line we are trading on. We bought it there, we sold it there, but then it continue up. You see, we didn't try to make the most profit. We just try to lock in some profit. We just try to make some money there. So we bought it at the first green. It didn't reach our 3 consecutive day green bar. After 2 days, it pulled back, but then did 3 days before it pulled back again. But after this pullback, the first in, I just sold it because it gave us our profit. It reached our minimum profit targets. We sold it, but then it continued. It cost 2 more days before. So if we look at that one, WSO, the last time we bought it is 18th of November. If I put my mouse on this, yes, the bottom is telling us 18th of November, and we sold it on the 21st of November. Yeah, 21st of November for $59. So the price, we even bought it for less than $2,000 per trade that we are allocating, and we double our minimum profit with it. So we sold it because, again, we don't know if it's going to pull back from there. We don't know what will happen the next day. And again, we are not trying to read the price bar. I pay attention to it, and if you pay attention to this price bar, you'll notice that this price bar has a big rectangle body with a little stick at the bottom. It's an indication that there is a lot of demand and less offer. Therefore, it's going to drive the price up. You see, this one, it still have a lot of demand, but not much of offer. So there is not much stick at the top. That's my way of interpreting it, though. Therefore, it's going to drag the price off. But you see here, that stick at the top there is not that tall at all. But again, from there, even with this big rectangle, the price went down, and went down hard. But it's just that, yeah, that usually when you do not have a stick at the top, it tells you that the price could go up, and we have that confirmation here, but not always. But that is, you can see it here. When you see it here, and now no stick at the top, the price will go up. Even here with the stick at the top, the price went up. So it can go either way. With here with stick just short, the price went down, and the stick here is shorter than here, but still the price went down because it's losing momentum after so many days of going up. And here it is not, the stick is not much on top. It went up, but still it went down that day because it opened at the price but closed at a lower price. So the price went down that day. You can see a big bust here, just like here, but it went down. So I don't really like to memorize what those bars are. I just know that they are critical bars worth knowing. Those big rectangle bars or small, they are called body of the price bar. A small rectangle with a long stick either on the top or at the bottom. They can be a pivot point for what will happen the next day. If you are finding them on a daily chart or whatever chart you are finding, it can be a pivot point for the next bar that will come. But it's not 100% set on stone. It can go either way. What I like to do is just knowing those bars and see if I can find them on the chart in the past, what happened next. And if I found it went either way, then you have the choice. The action you wanted to take, are you willing to take it? Because it can go either way. If you're about to buy something, do you want to buy it? Because it can go either way. It can go up or it can go down. Or are you in a position to sell because you have it? You bought it and we are here. Do you want to sell it? And then you are wondering, should we keep going? Well, it can go up, it can go down. Do you want to sell it or hold on to it? Yesterday, I think we have Visa in the account. We have $20 profit. And I say to myself, should I sell it? It's not $25. Should I sell it? Because it reached a high. And I decided not to sell it. We have our 3-day consecutive. Technically applying our rules, we have our 3-day consecutive up to yesterday, and we have $20. We should have sell it to lock it in. But we didn't sell it. It pulled back yesterday. We don't know how it's going to do today. And the reason why I didn't sell it is because it's an uptrend stock. So if it pull back, it start going up, it could start going up at a higher price. So, just because we are going higher and higher. So for that reason, I didn't sell it, but it is now, and I could find out with another stocks, and I'll have $15 profit, and I will say I'm going to sell and lock out of it because this thing is going down. It's in a downturn. So you just have to keep analyzing the chart, have the chart far away from you, like have a wider time frame to actually see the trend of what is going on. Because when we are using a short-term chart, frame chart, or something like that in front of you, you don't really know the trend of the stock. It's just too close to your face. Therefore, I like to use 1 year time frame so that I can really see what is going on it. So the decision not to sell it here may not necessarily be applied for a decision here when I have a downturn going on. I might lock in my $20 and get out of it so that I can wait for that to see what is going on. So you can see that we bought it, it went downhill from there, and when it went up, we sold it, and we just didn't do anything until we are on an uptrend again. Yes, we miss some trend here, but we are okay with it. We bought it. We bought it. I don't know why I have 2 bars here, but we bought it. It went down again. It took us a while before we sold it again. So it's just that it can go either way. Therefore, I just prefer to trade stocks that I can invest in long term if I choose to. And that's why I chose those strong companies that went through multiple recessions. By preference, are large cap and upward overall trend of the stock. That way I know that if I purchase them and temporary they go down, I can just keep it. I can just become an accidental investor of that stock until it goes up, and then I sell it for a profit. Therefore, we do not put a stop loss on our trade. We trade the stocks at a loss before, accidentally as well, or intentionally. But I just prefer to hold on to those stocks and sell them when they come around. So pick your stocks wisely and start small. Practice caution, because trading stocks is now insured by the government. You can lose your money. Therefore, practice caution and go from there until you nail it down to a strategy that is well suited for your personality type, your risk tolerance, and is aligned with your financial goal, so that you do not lose your capital that you are working hard to to pull out of your paycheck and put in your account and trade with. Thank you. So now we are done with our chart. I don't know if today is enough day though. It's the 27th, is a Wednesday. So if the stock will open today, there is a way to find out about holidays. But again, with me being busy doing a lot of things, I use think of swim minimally. I only use it to analyze chart. I don't even trade on it, even though you can trade on it. I go in our account to trade, in ChartSwap account to trade. That's our account is with ChartSwap, and I trade there, and I just use think of swim for chart analysis, and that's how I set it up, to just have the chart. Out of everything that is here, I just have the chart, and just it usually allow you to have multiple other things, and I just minimize those things and just extend my chart and work with one chart, daily chart, and I use 1 year time frame daily chart, and that's it. And I've been pay attention to those stocks that we mark red on our list. I don't pay attention to how they are behaving on the chart during the day. No, I have my chart open, I just let it there and just do other things. And when it's time for me to trade, I come in and I open my account and I see what is positive there for me to sell, and I will analyze the chart for them, put the arrow on top if I'm going to sell it, and go place the order to sell it. And then I will analyze the chart for what we mark red to see if I see that first green bar, and then I will place the order to buy, and I will buy them, and I'm done. And that's all I do, because again, I work full time. I just like to open the chart in the morning so that I have it open. That way I don't dread trade around my lunchtime, and I just come in, bam, get my things done, check what I need to sell, check what I need to buy, and place those orders to buy and to sell, set a limit price for them, and I'm done. And then in the evening, I will pull my account history to see what sold, what bought, and if I placed an order for something that didn't buy, okay, early in the morning I can place the order to buy if I want to or not. It's in the essence of that COR. But otherwise, it's back to the pool of stocks to analyze. Simple swing trading strategy is what we are using. Thank you very much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for your time. We thank you very much for all your comments, and we thank you very much all that subscribe to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, creator of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, and in asop.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And swing trading is one way to make money. You are working hard for your paycheck. Try to save some portion of the money if you can, if it is high enough to cover all your need. Try to cut down on your wants to be able to save some of your paycheck and invest it, and learn a swing trading strategy and start swing trading little at a time. Thank you.